All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from Texas Motor Speedway. Up front, Skylar Brown and James Harris on the front row. Joseph Lester, Kyle Holden have the second row. Zach Henson, Richie Joplin on the third row. Stephen Gibson, Russell Worth on the fourth. Jeremy Edwards and Noah Tills round out the top 10. Steven Shepard and Carlos Thiel starting in 11th and 12th. 13th is Wade Fields, DP Riggins starting in 14th. Rylan Gray in 15th. Rick Sargent starts in 16th. Bennett Allen in 17th. Albie Hewen starting in 18th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 19th. Shade Wilden in 20th. Patrick Gentner rounding out the 21-car field here tonight. All the cars lined up on pit road. All the cars have gotten lined up and ready to go. Pace car is rolling, leads everybody off pit road here at Texas. Gotta love that these drivers come out here, some of them running those old school paint schemes from back when this car was being run. Can't beat the old Jeff Gordon paint scheme, that is for sure. Everybody stacked up, ready to go racing. So a lot of loose cars out of turn 2. Lap 1 could get very interesting. It'll take a few laps to get the heat into the tires. This track has multiple grooves, both ends of the track. And always a lot of close, exciting racing. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away from Texas. Everybody gets rolling quickly, but looks like a little delay on some of the cars on the inside line. Skylar Brown quickly goes to the lead. James Harris now is Joseph Lester battling side by side, and a few spots looked like they were going to try 3 wide. Jeremy Edwards in the middle of this mix in 9th. Russell Worth in 8th. Barney may have the best seat in the house for this one. Stephen Gibson looking underneath Richie Joplin. Skylar Brown still out front. Joseph Lester now in 2nd. James Harris dropping to 3rd. Kyle Holden currently running in 4th. Won the race, the BRR race at Dover a few moments ago, looking to sweep the night here. Joseph Lester goes to the lead through 1 and 2. Zach Henson back, gets by Holden up into 4th. Holden now to 5th. Richie Joplin in 6th. Jeremy Edwards in 8th. Stephen Gibson in 7th. Russell Worth in 9th. Noah Tills in 10th. Bennett Allen up 6 spots into 11th and continuing to march forward. He just set the fastest lap so far. Holy cow, Bennett is right there. They're going to go 3 wide. Bennett backs out of it, moves up to the high line. And no, Bennett is not giving up. He'll go 3 wide. Off turn 4, Bennett gets a 2 for 1. Bennett Allen now up 8 spots into 9th. Joseph Lester currently has the lead. Skylar Brown in 2nd. James Harris has dropped to 4th, but is looking low to reclaim 3rd. Kyle Holden currently in 5th. Richie Joplin 6th. Stephen Gibson 7th. Bennett Allen now up to 8th, all over Gibson's bumper. Jeremy Edwards currently running in 9th. Noah Tills in 10th. A lot of sliding around back of the pack as guys try and make their way forward. DP Riggins in 15th. Carlos Thiel in 16th. Wade Fields all over the back bumper of Steven Shepard out of turn 2. These cars very aerodynamically sensitive. I'm surprised that Steven Shepard did not get loose. Oh, but Wade Fields did on entry into 3. He goes way up the track. Carlos Thiel is there ready to pounce. Joseph Lester, Skylar Brown, Zach Henson, and James Harris, Kyle Holden, still your top 5. Richie Joplin in 6th. Bennett Allen has now made his way up to 7th. He's up 10 spots since the drop of the green flag. Jeremy Edwards starting to make his way forward now, getting by Stephen Gibson. That's the move for 8th. Caution! Let's see what happened with Steven Shepard here. Oh, everybody loose out of turn 4. Shepard gets a little tap and goes around. And a hard hit into the outside wall. Now the drivers only have 3 total sets of tires here. 10 laps in. It'll be interesting to see how many drivers take a set here. James Harris faking to pit road, almost clips Kyle Holden as he comes back out. Looks like Steven Shepard obviously coming in for repairs. Wade Fields also comes to pit road. Those are the only 2 drivers taking advantage of the caution. First caution comes at lap 9. Bennett Allen currently running the 24 Jeff Gordon paint there. Kevin? Let's see if we can get a quick word with him. Hey, Bennett, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're driving a car that is known for coming through fields, and you're making it work tonight, man. Up 10 spots already. Do you have another 6 in there?
Probably not. My attitude coming into this race was just kind of send it. Because, you know, as a Gen 4 car, you can kind of send it a lot of horsepower. But I don't know what my tires, how they're holding up yet. They're probably branded up. But, you know, who knows. But it's fun, man. I enjoy wheeling these things around Texas.
Well, man, you're doing a great job so far. About to go green. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Bennett Allen currently in 7th after starting in 17th. We'll see if those tires are going to hold on for him, though. That is going to be a big question here tonight. This version of Texas is harder on the tires due to the differences at the ends of the track. Through turns 3 and 4, pace car about to turn in. Pace car is on pit road. Joseph Lester in control of the restart. He enters the zone. Green flag in the air. They're away. And wow, Lester gets an amazing restart. Talk about sending it. Lester gets a huge jump on Skyler. Opens the door for James Harris to come by on the high side up to 3rd. Bennett Allen trying to challenge Jeremy Edwards on the bottom. Kyle Holden currently running in 6th, looking to sweep the races tonight. Kyle Holden way up the track. Bennett Allen's going by. Bennett now looking down underneath of Richie Joplin. A little bobble out of Richie out of turn 2. Kyle Holden looks down underneath as well. He's going to take a spot. Richie back into 7th, but James Harris just set the fastest lap of the race so far. Bennett Allen still on the charge, has now made his way up into the top 5, setting his sights ahead on Zach Henson in 4th. James Harris all over the bumper of Skyler Brown into turn 1. He said he has something figured out in turns 1 and 2 here. He's looking low, headed into 3 and 4. The top 3 nose to tail inches apart. Another car starting to make some moves here early on. Shane Wheeldon started in 20th, up 4 spots into 16th. Wheeldon in the Crown Royal car all over the back bumper of Rick Sargent. DP Riggins just ahead in 14th. Russell Worth in 13th. Noah Tills Currently running in 12th. Looking underneath Rylan Gray in 11th. Gerald Poole seems to be struggling here in his first race in this car with this lead. Currently runs in 21st. Albie Hewins in 20th in the Superman car. Steven Shepard, after that hard lick into the wall earlier, currently running in 19th, trying to make up some ground here. Oh, Harris gets the wall as he comes down the front straightaway. Let's take a look at what the heck happened here. James Harris sets him up, going off into turn 3. Been trying to get under Skyler for several laps. James really sent it down there. It looked like from a different angle, looked like he almost got the wall. Hey, good evening, William Jr. How's the old man doing tonight? And better yet, Junior, who is your pick for this race? Glad to hear William Sr. gaining more strength. Looking forward to talking to him, seeing him on track again before too long. Skylar Brown starting to look for a setup to reclaim second place all over Harris's back bumper. Zach Henson and Bennett Allen not far behind. Wow, Bennett is really pushing that car tonight up 12 spots. Jeremy Edwards starting to come alive as well. He's now up to 6th. Tell Senior I'm missing him too, buddy. Skylar Brown starting to look for a move on James Harris. James may have clipped the wall off turn 2. Skylar down to the bottom into 3. Good evening, Chris Oslin. Zach Henson now up into 4th. Bennett Allen looks low. Bennett sends it through 1 and 2, claims 4th place. Holy cow! And sends it a little too hard, gets the wall out of 2. Jeremy Edwards, during that exchange, started to reel him in a little bit more. Edwards currently in 6th. Has Zach Henson just ahead. Despite that hard hit into the outside wall, out of turn 2, Bennett is still charging. Looks like minimal damage to the right rear of that car. Wow. Jeremy Edwards now coming by Zach Henson. The Nowski boys came to play tonight as Edwards makes his way into the top 5. Zach Henson looked to make a move through turn 3, but couldn't get there. Kyle Holden now in 7th. Richie Joplin in 8th, reeling in Holden. He's going to bring Steven Gibson and Carlos Thiel with him. Carlos Thiel currently 6th in points. Had a rough week last week, but made a great comeback. Can he charge forward here in the second half? William Mann Jr. pulling for James Harris tonight. But at the moment, Joseph Lester has an almost 1 second lead over Skylar Brown in 2nd and James Harris in 3rd. Bennett Allen up 13 spots into 4th, but Jeremy Edwards coming on in the late run, up 4 spots into 5th. Zach Henson currently runs in 6th. Kyle Holden in 7th. Richie Joplin 8th. Steven Gibson 9th. Carlos Thiel in 10th. Noah Tills in 11th. DP Riggins has started coming forward. Now up into 12th. Wade Fields in 13th. Steven Shepard, after that early incident, up to 14th. Rylan Gray in 15th. Rick Sargent currently running in 16th. Russell Worth has lost a little ground back to 17th. Albie Ewens in 18th. Gerald Poole in 19th. Shane Wild in 20th. Patrick Gentner in 21st. Shane looked like he was starting to charge forward earlier on, but has since lost quite a bit of ground. .32 laps into this with only a couple of caution laps. And as we saw last time by, Joseph Lester having some problems. It looks like these cars are really starting to become a handful, even getting loose through the quad oval. No bobble this time. Kyle Holden has gotten back to the back bumper of Bennett Allen as Jeremy Edwards has moved up into 4th. Bennett's tires starting to give up. Holden's coming by. He'll open the door for Zach Henson. But Bennett looks back down to the bottom. Can he pull the crossover? Bennett Allen has the inside as they head towards turn 1. Bennett Allen, when we talked to him under the first caution, said he was, holy crap! That car is out of shape, out of 2. He gathers it up, but he is going to lose some positions here. Jeremy Edwards loves what he is seeing behind. He is closing the gap on James Harris and pulling away from 5th place Kyle Holden. Rick Sargent has gone off. Rick has had a problem. Oh, looks like Rick had to check up to avoid the car in front being slow. Gets to the outside wall and a hard lick down to the inside wall. Rick has towed the pit road. Hopefully he can get repaired and get back out. Joseph Lester had a 1 second lead over Skylar Brown. That is starting to shrink. Skylar starting to close that gap down now to 0.7 of a second. James Harris in 3rd, 1.5 seconds back. Jeremy Edwards in 4th, 1.7 seconds back and gaining ground on the top 3. Kyle Holden currently in 5th. Stephen Gibson in 6th. Zach Henson in 7th. Bennett Allen has come in for his stop. Rylan Gray also on pit road. Jeremy Edwards has had a problem. Loose out of turn 4, goes through the grass, but manages to hold on to her. Starting to see some drivers hit pit road as Rylan Gray comes back out. We saw it last week, several different strategies. The 2-stop strategy versus the 1-stop strategy. Some of the drivers splitting the race into thirds, but a lot of the drivers choosing to split this race in half, so we'll see the vast majority of them on pit road in about 10 laps. But as fast as Bennett Allen has been here tonight, will the 2-stop strategy? Bennett Allen appears to be out of the race. The 24 of Bennett Allen has apparently withdrawn. After charging through the field. What? Wow. So it looks like most of the lead lap are going to try and split this race in half. Skylar Brown was gaining ground on the leader a few laps ago, has since lost a bit. He is now back to about a 1-second gap. James Harris 1.25 seconds back. Kyle Holden now in 4th is running him down, but Harris has said there is no way James Harris is beating him. James Harris has said there is no way Kyle Holden is beating him tonight. Jeremy Edwards have been charging forward late in the run. Looks like those tires have started to give way though. He has drifted back to 6th, and Skylar Brown is in from 2nd. Kevin cheering on the 91 of James Harris as Harris continues to try and reel in the leader. Joseph Lester is on pit road. James Harris is going to stay out. Oh, that's funny. All right, half the field just dropped in. Jeremy Edwards is in. Zach Henson, Carlos Thiel, Richie Joplin, Wade Fields, all onto pit road. James Harris staying out, trying to stretch the fuel and tires. Hoping for a caution through this cycle of pit stops to put him in good shape. Noah Tills is in. Albie Hewins on his way in. Russell Worth, Gerald Poole is in. James Harris is coming to pit road. Kyle Holden stays out. Stephen Gibson, last week's winner, on pit road. The first cycle of green flag stops underway. It looks like this will be a two-stop race for most of these drivers, but several of them staying out, stretching the fuel. Kyle Holden, DP Riggins, Steven Shepard, Shane Wheeldon. Now DP is on pit road. Skylar Brown has completed his first stop on fresh tires, just set the fastest lap of the race and is the first driver to break the 30-second mark. Kyle Holden gives up the lead. He is on pit road. 3 drivers still out. Steven Shepard, Shane Wheeldon, Patrick Gentner. Joseph Lester just set the fastest lap. Holy cow, Lester was loose out of 4. Lester was leading before pit stop started to cycle through. He is trying to run down Skylar Brown 1.5 seconds ahead. Jeremy Edwards now the 3rd driver off pit road. Hey, good evening, newbie. Oh, we are 3 wide off 2. And 2 different sets of tire strategies here. Wow, that got close. Jeremy Edwards and James Harris coming by some cars on older tires. Steven Shepard has not been to pit road yet. He is out on old tires, as is Patrick Gentner. And caution is out. Caution is out. Rick Surgeon involved. Our second caution of the night, right at the halfway point. Let's see if we can see what the heck happened here to Rick. This was that chaos coming into turn 3, and Rick, wow, a little bit out of shape. Oh, Rick gets a lot of the outside wall, and then hard hit. Tries to get the car throttled back up, but has to drop it down to the apron. Only our second caution of the night on lap 49. And now 3 drivers who had not been to pit road get that opportunity to pit under caution, whereas everybody else had already pitted under green. However, what did they make up enough track position here for this to be of benefit? And can anybody tell me what that panda on the hood of Steven Shepard's car is? Because I'm just genuinely curious. Patrick Gentner on his way off pit road, as is Steven Shepard. Let's see if we can get a quick word with second place Joseph Lester. Hey, Joseph, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you know, you've been fast all night, but on that restart, you set the fastest, or after that pit stop, rather, you set the fastest lap of the race, but man, it looked like on fresh, cold tires, that thing was a handful.
Yeah, I was trying to run him down there. one lap was about a 2.5 second difference. But at the end of that long run, I was sliding everywhere.
It looks like even on cold tires, I mean, you guys obviously, you came back out, set the lap record for the night, but man, it still looked like that car was, even on cold tires, a handful.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not too bad. There was a good amount of grip. I was probably pushing too hard trying to get back up to them. But yeah, it's been a crazy race.
It definitely has, man. Can you get back into clean air and pull this win off tonight?
Yeah, I'm restarting P2 here. I mean, I'm not really sure. My first laps were in qualifying, so I'll have to figure out how to pass him again.
Well, man, you're doing great so far. Good luck here tonight. A great, great race so far, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Hope to talk.
Oh, shoot. I cut him off, and I did not mean to. I apologize, Joseph. He currently runs in second. Hopefully, we'll get to interview him again. I am terribly, terribly sorry. Whoops. I think I've only done that one other time in 3 years, so my extreme apologies to Joseph Lester. Yeah, whoops. So Skylar Brown will restart with the lead, and we're about to see several cars get waved back to the lead lap. It's like Albie Hewins, Rylan Gray, Richie Joplin, DP Riggins, Kyle Holden, Noah Tills. Basically half the field that had pitted before the caution came out. However, as the run goes on, keep a close eye on Steven Shepard and Patrick Gentner. They are the only two that pitted under caution. They have the freshest tires, in some cases by over 10 laps. Pace car drops in. Skylar in control. Here they come into the zone. They fire green back in the air. Skylar gets a great restart mid-pack. There is a little bit of a break. Out of turn two, Skylar Brown still holds the lead, but Joseph Lester is coming. And Jeremy Edwards now up into third. Here comes James Harris in fourth. Last week's winner, Stephen Gibson, in fifth. Stephen Shepard in sixth. Patrick Gentner in seventh. Points leader Kyle Holden all the way back in 10th. It has been a non-stop excitement race. There has been a ton of back and forth throughout this battle. Oh! I think Lester got the wall out of two, but he also got the lead back. Jeremy Edwards just set the fastest lap of the race in third place. Can the uprooted Maker car get to victory lane tonight? James Harris currently sitting in 4th. Stephen Gibson in 5th. The top 5, a little bit of a breakaway here. Steven Shepard in 6th, though, one of the drivers on the fresh tires. Caution is out. Let's see. I think it might have involved Patrick Gentner. Gentner in the 17 car was starting to charge forward on those fresh tires. Starting to see a few cars come to pit road, but looks like it was not an issue with Gentner. May have been an issue with James Harris. No. But we're not 100% sure. This may be one of those fabled debris cautions that NASCAR is known for. Carlos Thiel has started charging forward, now up into 7th, or up into 5th, into the top 5. Let's see if we can get a word. Hey, Carlos, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, you have had quite a charge since that last restart, now up into the top 5. Do you have enough to get to the front?
I don't think so. Some of these guys up front are just wicked fast. I'm hoping to play it safe, wait for another caution, and then hopefully have better tires at the end of the race.
Definitely a gutsy strategy considering the long green flag run we had in the middle, but it seems like the longer you guys are out there, you seem to start picking up some spots.
I'm confident in my long run ability. I'm enjoying it, loving racing out here, and hopefully we can pick up a top 10, maybe even a top 5.
Well, man, great run so far. You guys have put on one heck of a show, and you've had a great race. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Carlos Thiel currently runs in 5th. Joseph Lester was able to reclaim the lead after that last caution, but this late race caution with less than 20 to go could mix a lot of things up. Several drivers from 8th on back did come in for tires and fuel. Joseph Lester, James Harris, Stephen Gibson, Stephen Shepard, and Carlos Thiel. Your top 5. Points leader Kyle Holden has made his way up to 6. Rylan Gray, another guy on the move, up 8 spots into 7th. Skylar Brown in 8th. Jeremy Edwards 9th. Zach Henson in 10th. Patrick Gentner. Patrick coming back down pit road. DP Riggin, Noah Tills currently in 11th, DP in 12th, Albie Hewins 13th, Richie Joplin 14th, Russell Worth now 15th. Patrick Gentner in 16th, Gerald Poole 17th, Shane Wheeldon in 18th. Wade Fields out parked on pit road. Been there for quite a while for repairs. As the lights go out, they get ready to go back to green flag racing. There'll be about 18 laps to go when the green drops. Here we go. Pace car is in. They crank him up into the zone. Green flag back in the air. And Joseph Lester, another great restart. He has had the best restarts in these cars all night. Steven Gibson takes advantage. Drops to the bottom and takes second. James Harris having trouble getting up to speed. Steven Shepard looks to the inside. First car on fresh tires right now is the 10 of Skylar Brown. Everybody behind him appears to have 4 tires and fuel. Will those 4 fresh tires make a huge difference here tonight is the question. Look like Lester may have kissed the safer barrier again. Meanwhile, we've got moves going on as Jeremy Edwards tries to make his way forward. Skylar Brown on fresh tires coming forward as well. Yeet indeed, Robert. Joseph Lester just set the fastest lap of the race. These lap times continuing to come down. Steven Shepard pitted on lap 51. The guys just came by. Lap 59. 8 laps of difference is huge here at Texas. You gotta wonder what it looks like from the nose of Jeremy Edwards' car. Wonder no more. Down into turn 3. Trying to close the gap on Skylar Brown. Across the start-finish line through the quad oval. Side by side just ahead of him. Down into turn 1, multiple grooves, multiple angles, multiple ways to take turns 1 and 2. And wow, Edwards is closing quickly. Back through 3 and 4, closes back up to the Subby's Bar and Grill Chevy. Jumps to the high side, Jeremy Edwards looking for 4th from James Harris. Hey, good evening, Robert. How you doing? Robert out here cheering on Skylar Brown. Skylar, one of the guys on fresh tires, just moved into 2nd and sets his sights on the leader. Can Joseph Lester hold off 16 lap fresher tires for the next 12 laps? Last time by, Skylar 0.3 of a second faster. He is in the draft as well. Joseph Lester has been fast all night long, has pulled away more than once. But I don't think he can beat 15 lap fresher tires here. Skylar Brown in 2nd. Now is going to make the move on the high side to 1 and 2. And easily goes by as Jeremy Edwards runs him down. Joseph Lester now to third, Jeremy Edwards to second, and Skylar Brown goes to the lead for the first time tonight. And shout out to Skylar Brown, the only Pontiac in the field tonight, I do believe. Running the old Johnny Benson Valvoline Pontiac. But Jeremy Edwards is closing the gap at the moment with 9 laps to go. He is right there. Stephen Gibson now up into 4th. Joseph Lester trying to hold 3rd. Noah Tills also on those fresh tires, currently in 6th. Trying to run down Stephen Gibson in 5th. Gibson and Harris go at it. I think Gibson may have just given Harris a little love tap through 3 and 4. They're rubbing doors. Harris crosses back. Harris tried to get the crossover going into turn 1. Couldn't quite get there. Man, these two are in a dogfight. Harris now looking to the high side. Harris gets the run out of turn 4. He's got the nose in. And Harris sends it into 1. Skylar Brown back out front. Still has Jeremy Edwards right there. Joseph Lester has to be loving the view in his mirror. These two battling out. Gives him a little bit of breathing room. But Noah Tills is closing quickly. Robert, that could be a new hit song, buddy. Skylar Brown out front. Edwards in second, just 0.4 of a second behind. Next time by, 5 laps to go. Skylar Brown could get his first win of the season tonight at Texas. Joseph Lester currently sitting in 3rd, Harris in 4th, and Noah Tills has caught him. He looks underneath. Tills looking to take 5th from Stephen Gibson here. Gibson fighting back on the high side. Can't do it. Skylar Brown has pulled a gap. Now 3/4 of a second over Edwards. Lester in 3rd now has this group behind, closing the gap. As look at this, Noah Tills to the high side through 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, Tills carries the high side momentum. Noah Tills now to 4th, sets his sights on Joseph Lester. Out front, Skylar Brown has pulled 1 1/4 seconds on Edwards and continues to pull. Lester in 3rd got overrun by 2 sets of fresh tires. Can he hold off the fresh tires of Noah Tills from behind? Two to go for Skylar Brown. Jeremy Edwards has a big run tonight, up 7 spots. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, Skylar Brown gets 1 white flag in the air. Last lap. His lead now 1.5 seconds over Edwards. And Noah Tills manages to get around Joseph Lester to take 3rd. Down the back straightaway, Skyler has it locked in here. And out of turn 4, Skyler Brown is going to win at Texas. Jeremy Edwards comes home in second, and Noah Tills comes home in third with a late race run. What a comeback for Noah Tills here tonight. One of the biggest mover of the night. Albie Hewins picks up 8 spots to come home in 10th. And let's talk to our top 3, starting with Noah. Hey, Noah, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, buddy. What a late race run you had there.
I was just holding the back until that last caution, and I just pushed.
Well, you definitely did, man. You were charging there at the end. It looked like you had the fresh tires, but there for a few minutes, it didn't look like you were going to make any moves, and suddenly that car came to life.
Oh, man. That was... Whew.
Out of breath on that one, I'd
I'm
imagine.
out of words. Yeah, I was so focused there. But, big thank you for Subbies. Thank you for sponsoring this. This is my first ever league race, and I'm having a blast. Not sure if you noticed on the back of my car, as of last Sunday, my uncle passed away fighting cancer. So this race goes out to him. He's a fantastic uncle, fantastic son, and fantastic dad, and he was taken too early.
Well, man, our thoughts are with you and your family. Congratulations. I'm sure he is proud tonight, buddy.
Ooh, thank you.
Noah Tills comes home in third. Jeremy Edwards comes home in second. Jeremy, that was one heck of a run there at the end, but man, a great job to come home second tonight.
Yeah, that was fun. I haven't ran these Gen 4 cars at all until this race here at practice, so it's pretty fun. Just kind of try to get used to them the first, I guess, half of the race there, and I got extremely tight behind 10 car there and nailed the wall off too, and that was all she wrote.
Oh man, you still got it done. That uprooted maker car looked awesome tonight coming through the field, and what an epic run that was. You guys coming through after that last restart.
Yeah, that was fun. Appreciate you guys letting us join this league here. And Colby Whipple, C12 Designs, he threw together his paint scheme real quick for me, so I appreciate him.
Well, man, congratulations. Great run, and see you Wednesday night, buddy.
All right, yes, sir. Thanks, Doug.
And finally, our winner, Skyler Brown. Skyler, you had a cheering section tonight. Man, what a run that was at the end.
Oh, thank you.
And I have to say, doing it in the old, I do believe that's the old Johnny Benson Pontiac, if I'm not mistaken. That was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's an old scheme I used to like growing up, so I figured I'd run it for this.
Well, it obviously brought you some luck tonight, man. I'd keep running that thing. I have to say that charge through the field, you guys were just cutting through. You had a few close calls with guys on older tires, but just managed to skate through on a few occasions.
Yeah, I knew at the end there, I wasn't sure if I should have got tires or not because I didn't know how many did and how many didn't, so I didn't know how many I'd have to get through, but there's only like, I don't know, 20 or so to go, so I knew the faster I got up there and, pick them off as quick as I could so they couldn't get too far out ahead, and I knew there's a couple guys behind me that were kind of fast that had tires, so there was some close calls. Like there's a couple times around the outside I didn't really want to pass people like that, but I had to keep going, and I had the grip, but it kind of killed me at the end because my right front definitely felt like it took the beating. So I had to kind of chill out there the last like 10 laps and just kind of focus and not overdrive it.
Well, man, you definitely got it done tonight. Great win. Robert Winger has been cheering for you since the drop of this one. A great race tonight. Your first win in the league, and a great comeback at the end.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to anybody that was watching us cheering on. That's cool.
Man, great job tonight. Congrats.
Thanks, and I'd like to say thank you to Subi's Deli and Grill for sponsoring and all the guys putting this on. It's a cool deal, and you guys for broadcasting.
My pleasure. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Skylar Brown gets his first win here at Texas. What a win. What an exciting night this was. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Jones BS Racing is back, and hey, you'll see a lot of these same drivers there again tomorrow. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did today. Y'all have a great night.